2 of the National Football League.
And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC West rivals.
It's the Seahawks and the Cardinals.
All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I...
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. In motion, Patterson. A little jet sweep to start the drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's the option, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. So 2nd quarter, this offense losing and hoping to get the football in the end zone for the first time. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Back to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Well, backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Taking it about the 36. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And so now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. The Seahawks at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a second. Now back to throw. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Seattle. 59 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. They're going to look to throw. And Walker has it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Cards... This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Runs through the contact. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Back to throw here. On the slant, it's Fant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw again. Going right back to Fant. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two, wasn't able to do that there, but still. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. We finished. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the third quarter. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble. So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw now on first down. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. From the 35, here's the 2nd down and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Rolling to his right.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. Got to put and secure it.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tommy Tremble, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Back to throw. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. This is the tight end Fant. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Back to throw. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Up the middle, here's Walker. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. There's Trimble, the tight end. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime? You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a good spot right here. This could potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He is... Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a first throw here in overtime. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Running right, here's Walker. And he'll work down inside the 45. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.